The Bible speaks about our eyes being single. There are so many things when you walk on the road to capture your attention as a man and maybe as a woman too. Because it is not just men that has a tendency to look. I was looking at a documentary where they were showing life in Cuba, on the streets of Cuba. And I was saying to my wife that, this cameraman seemed to be a pervert. Because everywhere he focused his camera was on a female buttock. And whether or not, and we were observing, he was focusing on a particular female that was walking in front. But what I observed, Bishop, every man that she passed look around. That is the tendency of men. The sinful carnal nature. It is within us. And sometimes we want to pretend as if these things don't affect us. But we cannot be simple. We cannot allow ourselves to be a prey to these devices because the enemy so orchestrated. My honest belief, Bishop, is that if we live maybe to see the next 50 years, persons will be walking on the road fully naked. It's happening already. I remember, Bishop, I was in Las Vegas and it was cold. It was not normally winter in Las Vegas, and I was there. Myself and my wife were on the tour bus, and it was very cold. And we see women in underwear alone. We were cloaked up because we were cold. But I don't know if the devil give them a special warmth. But the devil and sin so tricked them that they were out there. And when you look, Bishop, buses were driving past with advertisement, women for rent. I went up to Fremont Street, it's one of the older streets in Sin City. And I see men with their cribs, with their sign put up, they want to babysit your wife. That's why Vegas is called Sin City. Yes. And it might sound far-fetched. But what I'm saying here is that the enemy so designed it. When you look at every street corner, when you look, the bars are full. Why? And if you're not careful, you have men in church hiding and going to these places because of the lure of the flesh and the pleasure that these things promise to give. But there's a scripture in Proverbs that speaks about a simple man that find himself in the bed of these women and don't discern it until a dart plunge through his heart. What am I saying here? As men, we have to be mindful of these sinful activities and these sinful things that are set up. Because certain things might sound enticing. The Bible said there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.